So these days I don't usually write much online about having a disability, and I don't really make videos about it anymore. Occasionally I think about making a sequel to, like, I think one of the last videos that I had up about having a disability is like 10 years old, so maybe at some point I should make a sequel updating it and kind of saying how I feel about all the same stuff now. Like, I think anybody who's in their 30s watching content that they made in their early 20s is going to not agree with or relate to a lot of the stuff they said and is going to find some of it cringy or whatever. But at the same time, I think, like, you know, my understanding of my disability and the fact that I identify as disabled and my views about disability certainly have not changed. So I wanted to respond to some comments that over the past 10 or 11 years I've gotten on that old video. And it's a genre of comment that is purporting to try to encourage me and prop me up. And this comment always comes in the form of saying something like, "Oh, why are you so down on yourself? Why do you hate yourself? Why are you so negative about yourself by identifying as disabled and saying that you have cognitive disabilities?" And then a lot of the time there will be some kind of like adjective to like explain why I can't have a disability, like, "Oh, you're too smart, you're too pretty, you're too normal to have a disability." Um, Things like that. So I just wanted to address that I don't view being disabled as negative, and identifying as disabled is a positive thing for me. And if you think that disabled people aren't normal, can't be smart, can't be someone that you think is attractive, that isn't really my fault. That's just your own view of disability. And yeah, like, why not consider like why you think about the word disabled that way instead of trying to correct the way that I identify, which is really my own business. And I don't think you have the right to tell someone with a disability that they have to identify or talk about it in a way that you think is more positive. Um, yeah, that's just an off the cuff response, but that's how I feel when I get those comments. Really just think about why you think about it that way instead of trying to correct me.